Hi friends, this is Cole Chance at YOGATX. Thank you all for joining me today. Wanted to let you know that you can check out our website at yogatx.org, and we're putting out some hour-long videos, and they'll be for a small fee, but that helps us be able to keep producing these shorter videos for free on YouTube. So it could be a great gift for you or someone that you want to give the joy of yoga to. And yeah, that would just really be beneficial to us and to yourself. Good for me, good for you. Anyhow, today we are going to work on something that a big majority of us have, and that would be low back pain. A lot of that comes from our lifestyle, our work. We spend so much time sitting in a desk, in a car, and that really is shortening our hamstrings, which manifest in low back pain. So today we'll spend some time doing some twist, start to articulate the spine and some twisting motions, and also stretch out the hamstrings and try to get you some relief. We can't necessarily quit our day jobs, but we can definitely find some ways to use yoga to support our lives, for sure. So let's start on hands and knees. And also I'll go ahead and tell you now that I'm going to use some pillows in a couple of the stretches later. So if you want to go and grab those real quick, you can hit pause and just get back with us after. But let's start with some cat-cow. This is just going to start articulating the spine. So I have my hips over my knees, my shoulders over my hands, which are spread wide. Most of my weight is in this L shape here as well. And I'm pressing the ground away. And I'm going to start to look up, bring my belly down, and bring my hips up. So let's go back through the other way and think about that. My sit bones are pointed up towards the sky. My back is arched. My belly is going towards the ground. I'm pulling my chest through my shoulder blades, so I'm not just like this with my shoulders up by my ears. I'm really pulling my sternum through, shining my heart out, and looking up. What tends to happen right here is when you pull your heart through, see how my hands come up? Check out my hands. I want to roll to the outside. By pushing down on that L shape, it's really keeping the integrity of the stretch, and you'll feel the difference. So let's exhale and start to push the ground away. We're really gonna exaggerate this. We're tucking our chin towards our chest, pushing the ground away with force. My spine is going up towards the sky, and my belly is in and up towards my spine. My sit bones are now tilted down. An angry cat shape. And then inhale. Cow, or happy cat. This is what one of my teachers calls a happy cat and angry cat. So this would be happy cat. Inhaling on happy cat. And exhaling on angry cat. So you should start to feel some articulation, maybe a little bit of creaking, things moving around, getting some motion. One more, let's inhale. Really pull your chest through. And exhale. Now let's curve, make like a C curve with our spine. Look over our left shoulder and look over towards your left heel. So now we're just moving in a different direction. Inhale, come back to center, and let's go to the other side. Looking over our right shoulder, back at our feet, getting a big C curve in our spine. And coming back to center. Let's push back into child's pose and give our shoulders a rest. So in child's pose, let's really walk out, and you can let's tinge our palms up. I'll spread my knees a little bit wider here. And tint my palms up, and energetically drag my wrists, drag my fingertips back, so that maintains the shoulders of my back. Should be getting a stretch underneath your arms here. And kind of sway back and forth. Let's come back up in all fours. And let's take our right arm and sweep it up to the sky. Getting a twist here. And then let's thread the needle all the way down. So with this top arm, you could again tint your fingers and start to push the ground away. Such a great stretch. So I'm pushing the ground away here. I'm in control of how deep I want this twist to go. And I'm breathing. It's good to breathe extra deep in these twisting postures. They tend to make you want to breathe a little shallow, so we're wanting to really be aware of our breath in the twist. And go a little bit deeper than normal. Plant your left hand, push yourself up, and open up to the right. And then we'll drop our hands and we'll do the other side. So left arm sweeps up, wide and open, and then exhale, twist under. With our top hand tinted, I'm gonna push the ground away. And that is controlling how deep or shallow you want your twist to be. And breathing. Some big belly breaths here. Let's go ahead and release. And come back to center. Let's walk our hands up a little bit, about 6 inches. Tuck our toes. Roll our shoulder blades onto our back. And push back into downward dog. And start to pedal. This is just such a good for everything pose. Just get everything stretched out. So we're pushing the ground away. My arms are straight and strong. Again, my weight is in this L shape on my hands. My thumb and my first finger pushing away. My heels don't have to be to the ground, but they're going towards the ground. They're going in that direction. You can have your knees bent here. A long line of energy from my fingertips to my hips, and then another from my hips to my heels. You can sway back and forth. And let's turn both of our heels to the left and start to bring your hips down toward the ground. So we're like creating that C curve again in our spine. It's also opening up the left side of my body. Another inhale. Release. Let's do that to the other side. So we're just moving our spine in different directions. So we're tilting our heels to the left. We're getting like a C curve in our spine. And come back to center. Let's find some stillness in this pose. So inhale. Release. It's releasing our back, stretching our hamstrings. Release. Let's come back onto our knees. Let's keep them together this time and push back into child's pose. So we're creating a little arch for our back here. Let's bring our hands down by your toes this time. Just taking a few moments.
Bringing your hands back around out in front.
We'll pull forward and come all the way down onto our bellies. So let's bring our hands underneath our shoulders. Automatically, my shoulders want to kind of go up and in. I want to bring those back. I'm thinking about moving my elbows back to my feet. My shoulders will follow. And they're also in towards my midline here. So I'm going to inhale and start to lift my chest up. My pelvis is pressing down into the floor, as are the tops of my feet. Another inhale. And release. So back strength can really help low back pain. A lot of times we're so weak in our low back that pain tends to accumulate there. So let's go up again. Hands underneath our shoulders. Shoulders onto our back. We'll inhale and lift. So we don't want our heads coming up like this, like looking forward. See how that puts that unnatural curve into the back of my neck. So we want to be looking down, and I'll probably kind of be a few inches off the top of your mat. Mine is. More of a natural gaze here. And release, and turn your chin to the other side. Release your arms if you'd like. You can shake your hips. Release your sacrum here. Chin back to center. Let's go up in a different variation here. So I'm going to spread my arms wide, tint my palms up. I'm going to put my elbows up to the sky so it looks a little strange, like a spider or something. I'm going to inhale, lift my chest up. Now I'm going to push my elbows down, back pointing towards my feet, which lifts my chest up even more. And then I'm going to push away with my hands. And breathe. Quite a big difference. And release. We'll do that one more time. My teacher calls this funky cobra. Let's do that one more time. So arms are wide. Tinting up on your palms, elbows up. I'm going to press up. Turn my elbows down towards the back. And then press away from my fingertips. Pulling my belly in. And release. Let's take our hands underneath our shoulders. Let's do one more back bend here. We're just going to push all the way up into upward dog. So we've done cobra. So we can push through cobra. Press all the way up. You're coming up. You're lifting all of your legs. So the only thing touching here will be the tops of my feet and my hands. Pulling my chest through and sinking my hips low. So really getting into that lower back. Make sure you're pulling up on your core so it's not causing pain in your lower back. Drop your knees, press back to child's pose. And come back forward. Tuck your toes. Press back down dog, that full body stretch. And let's bring our left knee forward into pigeon pose. So I'm going to swoop it in here. I want my right knee to be outside of my hip. So I don't want it coming in like this. So at least in line or on the outside. I'm gonna untuck my back toes here. Square my hips off to the front. Start to walk my hands forward. I like to get into it this way, so I'll go ahead and do that, tenting my palms again. I'll kind of wave my spine down.
So I've arched it on the way down. I'll curl it on the way up.
Arch it on the way down with an exhale.
Curl it on the way up on an inhale.
So it's that happy cat, angry cat again. We're getting into the hips as well. Exhale. Inhale. And then let's go down and stay.
So make sure you're not rolling too far on your right hip, on the outside of your right hip. We want to stay square.
I'll show you some modifications. If you need to be up more, like if you can't get your left thigh down, you can start to put some things underneath it, a block, pillow, many different options. Because we want to be squared wherever we are, whatever it looks like. To help you get to square, I guess I didn't mention this, we're pulling back on our right hip, forward on our left hip, so it's creating that scissoring action we've talked about in other videos. So same here. You start to realize that these postures, a lot of them are the same postures, just in different postures, if that makes any sense. They're just different variations, but it's going to be the same actions. So whenever you're learning, one action, sometimes it can feel overwhelming, like I have to learn all of these little tiny cues, but actually they transfer over into many of the asanas. So let's go ahead and press up. Tuck your back toes. We'll come back to down dog. So press out here. Let's lift our right leg, bend your right knee, just do some circles. I'm getting a few pops there. And then bring your right leg down. Let's go into pigeon on our left side. So bending our left leg, bringing it forward, our knee to the outside of our left hip. And your two sides will always be different. I love them both. They're just different. You can bring a pillow underneath your right thigh if you need. You can also put something underneath your left thigh. It depends on which way you're tilting. Some people roll out this way, and then some people are more over to the right. Everybody's different. So whatever you need to do to get your hips square. So on this side, we'd be pulling our left hip back. And just do that right now energetically. It just really lights up your left hamstring attachments, left glute. Let's tint our palms. Let's exhale, pulling your chest forward, head up. And then pushing back up. So really we're just articulating our spine again. It starts to feel really fluid. And you're moving with your breath. And let's go down and stay down. If you ever have any pain on your bent knee, you can also flex this foot, and it should create some safety and some better feeling for you there. So just enjoy this release, this really deep fascial release. And start to come back up. And start to push yourself back up. And these pigeon pose you can stay in for a long time. So if this is really resonating with you and feels like something that you really need, then yeah, please do. We're gonna lift ourselves, push ourselves off the ground. Let's come back to down dog. Pedal out, bring up your left leg, bend your knee, and start to do some circles. And coming back down to down dog. Take one more inhale. And release. Let's walk our hands forward, our feet forward. Let's walk our feet forward to our hands. Grab your elbows, kind of bounce your knees here. You can bounce them both at the same time. You can bend one and then the other. It feels great in your hamstrings, low back. So try both variations. It feels really good too to like kind of turn to the side of my straight leg. Really stretches out up in the hip. I'm gonna go ahead and sit down here and come onto my back. Let's just do some rolls. Rolling out the spine. Let's come into Baddha Konasana. So clasping my feet and pulling my chest forward. I can stay right here and start to come forward. Or I can work this way, where my hands are right on the, right behind and outside my glutes, and start to try to shift my hips forward. So whichever one is more available to you. Just a couple breaths here. And let's cross our legs in. We'll just take a twist sitting up. So we'll inhale, lengthen, and exhale, let's twist to the left. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, release the breath and twist, bringing your head around last. Feels good. Come back to center. Inhale, lengthen. Twist to the right side. And twist. Come back to center. Let's bring both of our knees to the right. Let's take our pillow or pillows. Hopefully you all grab something. And set it on the right, outside of our right hip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to twist my body to the right, and I'm gonna come down onto the pillows here. So I'm just gonna take a reclined twist. So if this feels comfortable to you, if you want a little bit more, you can just move your torso and look to the right. And you can move your pillows farther over to the right as well. So wherever you're wanting to be, just showing you some options. This is just a good place to relax. This is another pose you can just stay in for a while. It's really good to do dynamic postures, the strength building postures while we're gaining flexibility through strength. But these are passive, which is just causing a slow release of the fascia, which is also so wonderful. It's always a balance. One more inhale. Release. And go ahead and push ourselves up. Let's switch sides. So both knees to the left. You can switch the side of our pillows. So we'll twist to the left and then just fall forward over. So if this is a little much, you can move your pillows to the right and face the right. If you're wanting more, just the more you twist your torso before you come down, it creates more of a twist. You can also, with your outside hand, push the ground away if you're just dying for a little bit more. But do spend some time just in the completely passive posture. Breathing really deeply, getting a lot of oxygen, all the way down to your low belly. One more inhale. And release. Point your hands. Push ourselves back up. And come back to center. Scoot our hips back. Straighten our legs. And kind of bounce your knees out here. Just going to do a forward fold. So you can have a pillow underneath your knees. That's helpful for you. But let's sit up nice and tall. Flex our feet back towards our face. Inhale, lift, and exhale, fold over. Releasing your head, wherever you are, just again, passive. Really surrendering in this pose. One more inhale. Release. And start to roll yourself back up. And those are a set, I don't know, 6 or 7 different things that we did. And definitely use them as a sequence. If there's some that resonated with your body more than others, then take those with you and do those whenever you're starting to feel that low back pain coming on, and especially whenever you get home. But it's a constant work in practice. Work in progress. The muscle memory just wants to keep resetting. So if we're spending so much time in the postures that are hurting us and not so much time in the postures that are helping us, then there's that balance. But the more that we're able to trick our muscles into resetting into a way that is more beneficial to us, then the better off we'll be. So give yourself some time and be patient, and hopefully you got some help out of this. And thank you all so much. Cold Chance at YOGATX. You can follow us on Instagram at YOGATX, or me personally at Cold Chance Yoga. Thank you all so much. Please feel free to send us messages or comments and let us know what you think, what you're looking for, what you'd like to see different, and we will try to get you what you're after. Thanks so much. Namaste. Your knees here, and sit your hips back. We'll walk our arms out. And your hips may not come all the way down. You may be more like this, and that's fine too. So whatever feels good to you. But walk your fingertips out so we're opening up underneath your armpit.